What's up, collective? We are back again for another video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you desire to book a reading or a session with me, follow the link in the bio below, okay? But let's get straight into this message. The first thing I want to say is it's been a while, okay? It's been a while, but we got to tap back in and check the energy. So, first thing I want to say is the card that flipped out was the Queen of Pentacles. So, there's definitely an energy present of, especially my divine feminine. Okay, no shades to the masculines, but specifically to my divine feminines, I am seeing something improving around your energy and maybe even your finances. What does that mean? That pretty much means I'm seeing money coming in for you, some sort of blessing coming in for you, some sort of stability, something that's going to bring you back to a space of security. Either physically, mentally, emotionally, could be very significant. I'm not sure. Take it however it may resonate, but I'm seeing heavy earth sign energy here and some water sign energy here as well, okay? It could be anyone, though, so take it however it may resonate. But let's get straight into the message. I hope all is well. I'm sending you all so much love. I will be back very, very soon with messages, okay? I just got to get some things in order, right? Spirit, so what's the message here for my collective? What do you feel like the collective needs to know? And again, this is for Aries through Pisces, no specific sign, so take it however it may resonate for you, and if necessary, you can flip and reverse the roles to fit your story, okay? So what's the message here? Okay, so I'm seeing judgment, so it's definitely an energy present here of the collective having to make some sort of decision, okay? Let me drink some water, because this is about to be some tea. Okay, there's an energy present of my collective having to make a decision of some sort. What is this decision about? I'm not too sure yet, but something is very significant around making sure that you're okay first, okay? I feel like this decision is based around something that's going to bring in some sort of peace, some sort of balance into your life. All right, I do see heavy Sagittarius energy, heavy Aries energy, maybe even some Leo. Heavy fire sign energy is present, okay? Does not have to just be a fire sign. Take it however it may resonate, right? Spirit, further clarify this judgment card. What is this about? Okay, a connection. The Lovers came out. This is about a connection. You have some sort of decision you have to make regarding a connection. This could be platonic or romantic. This could even be about a job. Somewhere that you were connecting. Somewhere that you build certain relationships and connections with. Or at, should I say. You get what I'm saying? It's something going on where you invested a lot of time and energy into something, somewhere, or someone. And at this point, you come first. It's something about this situation, this person, this connection, becoming very draining. Okay? It may even come with a lot of questions. Something could be going on right now that's not really making that much sense to you. Okay? You may even feel in the dark. You may feel like there's something going on somewhere that you don't trust. Okay? This could be, you may feel like someone is manipulating some energy or manipulating a situation to work out for them in their favor, or someone could be trying to work against you, and you may have an idea of that too. Take it however it may resonate. So far I'm seeing heavy Gemini energy as well, maybe even some Aquarius. Spirit, further clarify this Lovers card energy. What is this about? What's the highlight around this Lovers? The Four of Pentacles is here reversed. So if this is a romantic connection, it came out strong that Spirit is saying that it's time for you to let this connection go. Okay? If this is based around a connection, it's definitely time for you to let this connection go. Period. If you already let this person go and you're wishing on some sort of shooting star for this connection to come back together, Spirit is saying let the idea of this connection go. Something around this connection holds you back from being your best version of you or experiencing all of what you deserve or what you need. You get what I'm saying? It's something about this connection that's not fully equipped for what you need as a person. Now, don't get me wrong, because this connection does give me soulmate energy. This is something that has some sort of substance. It holds some sort of weight. Let me not take that away from you all, right? But at some point, something got to give. And I feel like Spirit is saying it's time for you to choose you, Queen. Hello. King. Right? If this is a job, Spirit is saying it's beyond the history at this point. What does history got to do with it? Spirit is saying let it go. If this is a job, a place of work of some sort, Spirit is saying it's time for you to make some changes regarding that, because I feel like the more you hold on, the less you're going to receive in return, especially financially. The money is not moneying. The hours are adding up, but the money isn't moneying. Or your effort is adding up, but the disrespect, the audacity is adding up. You get what I'm saying? So just be mindful of these things and make sure that you're choosing you. You could be seeing 444 as angel number confirmation. That this major decision that you have to make moving forward is going to be your best decision, is what I'm seeing here. Hello. At the bottom of the deck is the World card. This is about closing out chapters, cycles, and all of those things to bring fulfillment into your world. I feel like Spirit is saying this is your world. Hello. And everything else is like an additive. Everything else is just a piece of your world. This is your world. You call the shots. I feel like at this point, Spirit is saying do what you got to do to bring your world back to life, is what I'm seeing here. But yeah, because something is keeping you stuck, either in your head or in a certain space. Like, an example, if this is a job and you've been there for 4+ years, at this point, you should at least be managing something. You should have moved on up somewhere. At least moved up $1 or $2, hello? Or 3 or 5 maybe. Especially with the effort you've been putting in. If this is a connection, you've been pouring into this connection as much as you can, even when you don't even have the energy to. You're still doing so. You're not receiving that in return, maybe even plus more. It's time to let it go. You got to go where you're protected, accepted, not tolerated. Like, it's not giving that. You need to go where your energy and your time and your effort is going to be seen and appreciated. Not only seen, but also appreciated. Like, I don't know, maybe you are being seen where you are. Maybe you are being seen in the connection, but you're not being given what you deserve. Hello, that's the real tea. Hello? Stop playing so much. Stop playing so much. Spirit, further clarify this Judgment card. What is this about? Hello? The 3 of Wands reverse. It's time for you to distance yourself. See, Spirit is saying you already know what the answer is. The answer is to pull back. Respectfully, you've been patient for long enough, is what I'm hearing here. 333 is angel number confirmation. It's time for you to let something go and allow God to work through you. Hello? I feel like God is saying, I know what's best for you. Let me do what I got to do for you. You just got to ease up a little bit and go with my flow. You got to trust me. Spirit wants you to trust you. Spirit wants you to trust him. God wants you to trust him in his actions. See, the more you resist, the harder it's going to get. The more you resist, the harder it's going to get. Okay? The more you hold on to that job that you know is not paying you enough, the more you're going to realize that it's not helping. And it's to waste your damn time too. The more you realize, the sooner you realize that, I hate to say it because it sounds so insensitive, but what the hell does love got to do with it? At some point, you got to love yourself more than the connection. You got to love yourself more than the person. And I'm not saying it in a way for you to feel like I'm saying just forget that person and act like they never existed. No, but what I'm saying is you have to remember that you matter too. Hello? I hope y'all can hear me. You said what? I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear your excuses. Spirit is saying it's just like irrelevant at this point. Stop what you're doing. Stop what you're doing. You're just keeping yourself in a space of stagnancy due to familiar energy. Just because you're used to it does not mean that's where you're supposed to be for forever. T. That's the real T. Clock it, okay? I feel like a lot of you could have already tried to speak up. You could have spoken up and said something around what you need, but it still haven't been given. It's like they hear you, but they're not hearing you for real. Okay? The Temperance came out here. Spirit is saying it's time for peace. It's time for balance. Hello? The Two of Pentacles is here. I'm feeling like you all have been juggling this idea for a while. Especially if it's time for a new job, baby. Yes, it is. It's time for a new job. I'm seeing a lot of Pentacles here. The Queen of Pentacles is here. Four of Pentacles is here. The Two of Pentacles is here. Something about money could be significant for some of y'all too. Maybe it's time for you to switch lanes. Maybe you don't even have to leave this career per se, or this job per se. It could be about your location. Hello? Maybe you don't have to leave this person fully. But for right now you do. Give them some space. Hold on to faith, but give them some space. What does that mean? Separate. To give them some room to work on what they need to work on as a person, so they can show up as a better version of them for you one day if it's meant to come back together. But staying together and forcing something to work out when you both are not in good spaces, when you both are not financially stable, when you both don't have what you need, when you both are not at peace, it's not going to work. It's going to continue to clash, because this is two unhappy individuals within self trying to force a narrative that they don't even have time for. They don't have the mental capacity for. They don't have the emotional capacity for. Not saying that you both don't love each other. Not saying you both don't care about each other. But it's, at some point, you got to give people space, room to breathe, including yourself. I hope this is making sense. So, Spirit, can we close this out, please? Let's close this out. Let's cut to the chase, babe. Hello? The Tower card came out. It came out reversed at that. And it fell right on top of the Three of Wands. So I feel like for a long period of time, a lot of y'all knew that it'd been time to make something shake and break free from the shackles of familiar energy. Just because, like I said, you're comfortable here does not mean you have to be there. At some point in life, changes have to happen. They're necessary. You get what I'm saying? I feel like with this Tower card coming out reverse, falling on top of the Three of Wands reverse, I feel like God is saying that, you know, you all have been trying to avoid catastrophe. Y'all have been trying to avoid this drastic change. Y'all have been trying to avoid it. Why? Because it's been easy. It's routine. You're used to it. But this is the thing. When God said what he said, that's what he said. And if you don't listen, he's going to keep making you feel uncomfortable until you make that change. You get what I'm saying? And if you don't, that's fine. This is where he's going to come in at. Tower moment. Bam. Just coming in and just knocking everything over, giving everyone no choice but to scatter and roll out. So, I mean, it's up to you, collective. That's like you staying at a job that you know you should have been left because you've been realized messy energy within, like, the higher ups, within the managers, the hours, and just all this talk, this he say, she say, she say stuff going on. It's just a lot of mess going on. Or that's like you staying at a job and you realizing that they're telling you that you got to be here 6 days a week, 30-minute break a day, 8 hours a day, stay some more time. You're not really getting no breaks and stuff. Like, eventually your body, you know what I'm saying, your health will decline. Your mental will start to, you know, the list goes on. You get what I'm saying? Like, you got to choose your battles wisely. Who matters more? Does job matters more, or do you matter more? I get it. Bills need to be paid. But is that job worth your health declining? And then on top of that, you're getting paid and the bills still ain't fully paid. Make it make sense. You got to make it make sense. I feel like you all are working harder than necessary. This is like you staying in the connection. You keep pouring and pouring and pouring and pouring and pouring into this cup, not even realizing that the cup is cracked. Why is it cracked? Because you both haven't worked on your trust issues, the communication, none of that. It's like you're pouring all of this energy into something that's not receiving. Now you're irritated. Now this person is still not satisfied. Now you both, all y'all do is clash all day long, like oil and water. So it's going to be like, what's the point? Then out of nowhere, boom, something happened. Something was said. Now someone is in their feelings because something was said to the other person unnecessarily, because now they feel boxed in. You get what I'm saying? Oh, this is making sense. Like, you got to give people room and space sometimes to see what they rather do. Hello, that's T. You gotta let that job go sometimes, because whole time it's other opportunities out here that will give you more, that will pour into you more for doing less. Hello? Work smart and not too hard. I hope this is making sense. Angel number confirmation 444-222-333-555. Okay, some of you may even need to go back to school. When it comes down to a job or a career, something about gaining some sort of knowledge could be very significant. Something about you getting certified in something could be very significant. I feel like that could help you land in other places, if that makes sense. This is like you going to school for cosmetology, right? You got your hair business. All you do is braids. Maybe it's time for you to switch lanes and learn how to do wigs, lace fronts. I don't know what you call them. I don't wear stuff like that, so I don't know what you call them. But the girlies know what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying? You learning how to do wigs gives you something else to add on to your services, and whole time the braids is washed up, whole time the wigs are in. Baby, you've been sleeping on yourself. You get what I'm saying? Switching lanes, trying different things can help you. This could also be about regarding a relation of some sort, whether it be romantic or platonic. Maybe you need to figure out other ways to communicate, figure out other ways to deliver how you feel, deliver the message on how you feel, and maybe you will be heard. Just because you feel like you're an Aries, or just because you feel like you're a Gemini, and this is how Aries or this is how Gemini communicates, people are supposed to deal with it. No ma'am, no sir. That's not how stuff works. You gotta learn how to compromise, and a part of compromising is checking yourself. Not only paying attention to what someone else is doing, this is also about pay attention to how you've been treating them. That could be very significant, how you've been showing up. Even though it could be a reaction for some of you. It could be a reaction to their actions for some of you. That could be why you're showing up the way you are. But in reality, does two wrongs make one right? No, ma'am. But what I can say is two flames coming together makes the fire bigger. So, I mean, make it make sense. So either learn other ways to communicate, healthier ways to communicate, find other ways to deliver the message, okay, Page of Swords energy, or just find another way to let it be known to this person that, you know what, this is what's best. I feel like we should separate for a little while. In due time, if within next 3 months, if we still can't get it together, then we don't get it together. Or what, you know what I'm saying? Something. You got to learn how to communicate, use your words. Hello? It's that simple. You know, small conversations go a very long way. Something is always better than nothing. You get what I'm saying? So I hope y'all picked up on this message. I hope y'all take heed to it. I'm sending you all so much love. And we will talk again sometime soon. Yeah, I love you.